I hope there's no children there, but the amount of shit that I'm buying from last time. But no, looking forward to playing them. I think it's good for the city as well. Yeah, it's good for them to get promoted, but it'd be also nice to see them get relegated as well.
What's going on, guys? It's Adam P. Welcome back to Newcastle United out on the Asia tour. New away kit has just came out today, and that shop behind me. So anyone that wants to buy the green Saudi Arabian themed away kit, that's the place to do it in South Korea. Of course, back home it's been released again in the club shops, and Kieran Trippier alongside Sandro Tonali and Fabian Shaw have all today at a private club event spoken directly to the fans, with Trippier being the highlight, hoping that Sunderland is relegated this season, of course, biting back at them after how negative the Sunderland fans were towards him the last time we were at Derby. So they're back, we're back, let's get straight into it. So this is how the queue is looking today to get inside the building now. It looks to be quite limited, but 20 minutes before fans can go inside, and from what I've seen, it doesn't look to be as big as the one in Singapore, so we'll see when we get inside how many people are going to be there today. As for the food here, can't believe I'm saying this, but sausage rolls in South Korea. I'm aware the beer's free to do, and it looks like this is as well, so it's kind of just pick what you want, enjoy yourself. Newcastle have got a big event on today, but it's all accommodated for you. Just come here and drink what you want and just enjoy what is a session with the first team today. Got little packages here as well. Get yourself some water, which you will certainly need out on this tour. But yeah, sausage rolls, mental. We have all been given a number for lucky draw today. I can't believe I was given 14. You couldn't write it. I've worked out. I've walked in here and I hand out lucky draw, and I've somehow got number 14. It's just doing my head in this summer. This is brilliant, by the way. So you can actually write a letter that goes back to Newcastle United. So I'm assuming the media team with some of the first team players, they'll get some of these letters out after the tour and they'll read them out. So these ones here are ones that have been completed. I'm obviously not going to show them because it's people's privacy, but again, own letter out here. It gets posted to St James's Park, and some of them looks like we'll get on the social media pages.
Meters. How long is the arch on the Tyne Bridge? Write it down in meters. Tyne Bridge. That's a top one. I actually don't even know myself. I'm from Newcastle. Time is up. We have 600 meters and we have 200 meters. The answer is 161 meters. We have a winner. Welcome to Kieran Trippier. Next up, give another welcome to Sandro Tonali. Next up, please give another warm welcome to Fabian Shaw.
Good.
Guys, thank you for joining us here in South Korea.
As he said when I first arrived there before this, it was a difficult moment. And the main objective was to stay in the league and high quality plays, which we did in that window. And then, as I said, it's about taking step by step. And you know, if you look over the past 3-4 years, we've created so many memories, 2 cup finals, we've been into 2 Champions Leagues now, so we're running quality players like Sandro, Ilanga, etc. So hopefully there's more additions and there's more success in the future, like I said when I first arrived.
About the city that you love, and tell everyone why it's so special.
For me, it's just the people. The people they're so friendly, they're so welcoming. So from day one, I felt really comfortable. They are helpful, like I said. It's nice. It's easy, like Sandro said. It's not too big. It's a bit less traffic than out here, to be honest. So it's a bit easier to come from A to B. But for me, like I said, the most important is the people, which you see they are happy with small and little things, and I'm happy about the club, and I think that's gives us player or as a person a lot back.
How excited are you for Sunderland this season? Any translation needed?
시간 관계상 세 분에게 똑같은 질문 드리겠습니다. 썬더랜드를 상대하는 그런 기대에 대해서 말씀 주시기 바랍니다.
A lot. I think it's the best game for us this season, and I can wait.
네, 그래서 최고의 게임이라고 생각하고 이길 수 있다라고 생각합니다.
A land derby or Dynamia derby?
I need to try this one.
Kieran, you've obviously played in derby games throughout your career. How excited are you for the return of the Dynamia derby?
그래서 키란 선수는 이제 더비에도 과거에 참여하셨는데요. 더비에 대한 기대감 보내주시기 바랍니다.
Well, I hope there's no children there, but the amount of shit that Dartford lost there. But no, looking forward to playing them. I think it's good for the city as well. Yeah, it's good for them to get promoted, but it'd be also nice to see them get relegated.
Fabian, same question to you.
Yeah, I mean, we played them recently in the cup away, which was great. Obviously, we won the game, and now it's different in the Premier League. But yeah, can't wait for the game. It's gonna be something else, I think. So I'm quite excited.
So we do really appreciate it because, you know, I see guys from the UK, obviously the Singapore. We know it's not cheap. We know they pay a lot of money to come and support us, to come and follow us. And all us players can do is try and put performances to do well for them. Because we know it's expensive. We know travel, hotels, tickets to watch games. So us players, we do really do appreciate it, and we do see it. So all we want to say, I think I can speak from the players, is that we will give everything that we always have done. And yeah, thank you for your support.
Once again, a big round of applause to Fabian, Kieran and Sandro. Welcome for it, Kieran!
So there we have it. That was the first team event today. Kieran Trippier, Sancho Tonali and Fabian Shaw, the three, I guess, ambassadors, you could call them, for the first team that came down and spoken to the fans. And I've always got that, I guess, that heart-to-heart with the likes of Trippier and Shaw, because Shaw's been here 7 years. Trippier, of course, was the first player who joined the club after the takeover. So while, of course, players are always going to come out and always going to say, I love being at Newcastle and I want to be here for the foreseeable future, those two have actions rather than words. I mean, Shaw's been here for millenniums now. He's been here for so long. And Trippier, again, obviously towards the back end of his career, took a real gamble to join Newcastle. He was at Madrid at the time, playing Champions League football, and he joined a 19th in the Premier League team, which is easy to forget now, but that's a big deal at the time. Newcastle had a very uncertain takeover. We didn't know where it was going to go. Of course, it has went up, and he's been able to have a really successful and happy end, potentially, to his career. He's still got a couple of years to go, but Sancho Tonali spoke quite well as well. His English is quite good, but in the camera with all the noise in the background, he's probably the hardest to understand, so I haven't got too much what's Gnarly said today. In terms of the questions, I think the club and the event itself has been better organised this time. As one way of putting it, it was all over the place in Singapore, and yeah, thankfully nobody name dropped any players that you probably don't want to hear about during the meeting this time. I really enjoyed it though. It was great being here. I'm going to head off to the club event shortly. We're going to head off to the kit launch shortly. Shoreline shirt in there now. I'm boiling. I'm knackered. I'll probably go in shortly, but I'm at that stage now where every single summer I've seen them, so it's kind of like I've already seen them before. That makes any sense. So I'm going to just take a little break, rest, and make sure I don't become a bit gassed up, and then we'll get sorted and we'll be going to the kit launch, which is 6 p.m. here and of course 9 a.m. back in the UK.
Okay, ready? 82.
I trained up nice as well. Newcastle United currently has their pop-up store open in the Seoul Mall. So for the next 2 hours, Shea, Given and Shola and Iobi are going to be getting photographs taken with the Carabao Cup. So it's the same event in Singapore, but it's been less advertised, this one. Now the reason why it has been less advertised is because tomorrow we do have the away kit launch, which is the big draw for Newcastle. So that's the one that's going to be heavily promoted from the football club, and that's the one that's going to be really pushed out on social media. This is what it looks like over here. There you are, you can see just behind there, there's Shea and Shola. Pictures taken with the fan, and we'll try and get to a spot. Well, you can see it properly without me bumping into people. But yeah, queue's not too bad. Like I said, there's loads of events on tomorrow, so it's the club's media day. We've got the kit launch in the afternoon, be the first team in the morning, and there's all sorts of events on, even an Adidas party on. So this is how it looks, and that's how the event's going to be running during the day now. Ended up bumping into the team hotel as well outside the mall, so the Adidas kit launch and all the club events are downstairs in the mall, and then you have the team hotel upstairs. So probably not maybe the best location in terms of having fans outside waiting for them, and there's people here that are just going to be standing around for hours all day just waiting for a glimpse of a player walking out or somebody going out for a stroll. No idea if anything will be successful, but they're going to chance their luck and try and get some of the player autographs while they're over here. So this is how the telephone wires are operating in South Korea. That looks like an absolute mess, by the way. I would not want to be the person trying to fix them. Just looks like a health hazard waiting to happen. But just over here is Newcastle United's, I guess, club shop for the next couple of days as they plan to have events out here. There's meant to be a party at 6 p.m. I don't know how they're going to have a party in there, to be honest. My bedroom's bigger than that, but yeah, we'll figure out what sort of thing they're going to do. But that is how Newcastle is operating out in South Korea. So this is how the stock is looking inside the Newcastle club shop over here in Seoul. Not many of the new away kits. Now, the thing with this is really interesting is all the customization parts, which you can get all of this in the back of your shirt. Now they had the training kit as well, but what I mean it's sort out within like an hour. I was a bit perplexed with the stock actually, because I felt like surely on a tour like this where, bear in mind, actually everyone wants to buy the training kit, they love the design of it. Even people buying this kit now, they'll get all the customization in the back, so it will basically only have a limited supply. The club's kind of losing money in my opinion, so when I look at this stuff now, I might actually get all this stuff in my home shirt, because you can still do it with the kits that you own. It doesn't have to be one that you buy here, so you can bring a non-Newcastle kit and get the stuff done in the back of that one. So I might personally do that, we'll see anyway.
it's not bad actually. I like it. You should also have
Just got back into the hotel room now, and as expected, you guys have seen it all on social media already, but a £110 million bid on Liverpool has been rejected for Alexander Isak. First official bid made from Liverpool. First of many. They're going to be slow. Newcastle are going to be slow trying to get the replacement in, so it's going to be one of them ones where both teams are just going to test each other. Both teams are going to test how far they can push each other before a potential move can be made. Newcastle need to hold the cards. Newcastle need to have control. It is our player to lose, and we have to maintain that situation and be able to maintain and hold our ground against Liverpool. A team that, of course, we can all speculate on what they've been doing at Isak this summer, but the player has clearly been waiting for Liverpool to turn up. They have turned up now and they've lowballed Newcastle. They've tried to test us out to get themselves a real good deal on a first offer. I've got no concern about the first offer. First offer is never ever going to be accepted. Shit. A first offer is never ever going to be accepted in football, but for Newcastle, they now have something to work with. Liverpool are going to keep pushing. Newcastle are going to keep waiting. Who is going to hold out longer? Who's going to have the mentality and who's going to be able to get the other team to budge? We shall find out. Our player to lose does not want to sign a new deal at Newcastle. Has already turned down 2 new contracts and has already, on his own accord, went to Spain without the permission of Newcastle United. Mental. Player wants out and he's pushing to go out now. Can Newcastle hold the line? We need to do that. It's up to us to do that. So let's see how things go. For now, bid has been rejected. So there we have it. That was Newcastle United's kit launch out here in South Korea. Of course, the added benefit of being here is that you can get the personalisation on the back shirts, and there was also a training kit available where you could get the personalisation. Stock is weird. Now, I wanted to get the training kit. I wanted to get that. It looked amazing on the back, looks amazing on the front, and it just sorted straight away. I've only just came here before, and it's just there. There's barely any of the away tops in there. The other shops only have the away shirts coming out, and our stock, despite the fact that Newcastle was massive out in Asia, quite a low stock count. I don't know what this is about. I don't know, maybe they expected less demand, but there's a lot of demand over here, and not be able to get the stuff I wanted to get. I was a bit surprised by because I did want to get some of the kits, but ultimately, I at least got something. And at the same time, to be truthful with you, I probably wasn't going to buy the away tops. So maybe that's the plan, the club, because I wanted to get something else and I couldn't get it. I've now had to divert and get a kit that previously was never going to get. So yeah, walking away from this small venue and not much stock. So yeah, I was a bit surprised by the kit launch over here. Actually, wasn't as good as the one in Japan last year. But club events were good today. Of course, speaking to Trippier, Tonali, and Shaw. Again, enjoyed it. It was good for the fans. It was good to be able to interact and get involved. Apologies if I come across as a bit knackered. I am knackered. I'm still working off the UK timing, so I'm still personally going to sleep as if I'm back in the UK. So I'm going to sleep like 5 a.m. here. But problem being, I'm also waking up Korean time, so you can tell I'm just all over the place. But we enjoyed it anyway. Of course, we get the transfer news on the channel and we get the Asia stuff out on the channel. And it's always kind of hard to talk about the two things because I think Newcastle on the Asia tour, you have to compare differently to Newcastle off the Asia tour because I think on the tour, other than the match that we played so far, I think Newcastle have actually been quite good behind the scenes, been a lot of events on. They're clearly prepared, in my opinion, better out in South Korea. They're clearly planned more for this one. They've been able to deal with demand without the kit supply. They've been able to do the actual crowd demand for events well. It's just been a bit of a disaster, hasn't it, outside Newcastle, because I'm on holiday now, and the holiday's effectively been, I wouldn't say ruined, but it's certainly been dampened by the stuff going on back home. It's just not stopping anytime soon, is it? So that's the disappointment, I guess, and that's the perhaps a bit of bitterness from the full thing. But I have enjoyed myself, yeah. It's been great interacting, seeing some Newcastle fans. It's been really good taking the culture as well of Asia. It's been amazing being in separate places, and once we're done for our final game, I am ready to go home. I am ready to do that, but I've had an amazing week and a half out here. And tomorrow is my 3 days, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. The plans are out there. We'll figure something out, and I've got a date myself, so let's make sure we make the most out of that day. Well, take care, guys. Appreciate your support. Let me know your opinions down below, and we will see you all in the next one.